Good evening and welcome to Windrose, and we're back after the holiday. Ooh. Welcome to everyone. I hope you're having a lovely hot summer's day if you're in the UK. It is sweltering here. Luckily, I have the aircon on full blast next door, blowing nice cool air through the door-ish, and a fan next to me. So I'm going to try and stay as cool as I can, and hopefully we get to the end of the stream and not completely feel like we're about to die from heat exhaustion. But yes, it's very hot in the UK at the moment. We're not used to it here, and we don't have aircon and things like that normally. Well, most of us don't, but fortunately I do. So I am trying to stay cool, but my computer does tend to push out a little bit more heat than the aircon does coolness. So the temperature probably will rise as the stream goes on, because I'm running so much. My computer, as it works more and more, starts to push out more and more hot air. So yeah, when my computer's under low load, it's not too bad, but at the moment it's going to be running quite heavy. So we will get into the game now. On the last stream I did mention we weren't going to do any more Windrose because we'd pretty much got to the end of the content and there wasn't really anything else to do in the game other than continue building stuff, which arguably isn't like very entertaining for you guys, but I think I still have some content to finish off. So that's the reason why we've come back into Windrose, even though I said that the last stream way back when, before the 10th of this month, that we wouldn't be doing any more Windrose until they brought in some new content. I have checked to make sure that there isn't actually any more content, and I can confirm at the moment we are still awaiting content coming soon. So I did check to see if there was anything we could do in this just before I do kind of draw a line under it as such and wait until the more content comes out for it. But I have noticed that there is a couple of little things that we can go and do, and I thought it might be nice to do that on the stream rather than kind of do it off the stream. So because I was tempted just to finish off the kind of little things off. So we've got this traveler's note thing that we need to do, which we've only got one of the things that we need to do, which is the 5th one. So we go and do that one, which I think I have the question. I think I know I need to go for that. Not 100%, but I think I do know I need to go for that. And the other thing I thought as well is in the actual journal, is it challenges? Yeah, challenges. We still got 200 alligators to kill. So I thought we could go and kill the other, 37? And yeah, we could then build the, I think it's a laughing crocodile. Oh, cheerful crocodile. Do you know what? Every time I see it, it's because its mouth is open as if it's laughing. So I keep thinking it's all about laughing, but it is actually just, a cheerful crocodile, not a laughing crocodile. So here we're all there in regards to that. But yeah, that's what I thought we were going to do. And apart from that, there is this thing here, maybe another fish to find, which will then give us the fish ring, so we can try do a bit of fishing. And some ritual daggers. So we've got 2 ritual daggers. We need another one. So potentially we can go and find the ritual daggers. I think we've got some of these little smally things to do. It's probably, it probably might take us the whole stream just for Lou to find out where these things are. But other than that, yeah, it's not probably going to take us that long to get through everything, if I'm honest. But we'll see how things go. Let me just check the sound levels are okay, because I haven't streamed for a bit. So I'm not 100% sure just exactly whether or not the sounds are working. So let me just give me 1 second. I just want to double check to make sure we are okay on that front. And when Lou works out where he needs to go, I might find it. Hopefully it all does sound okay though. Let me work out how to. I just need to check a couple of streams just to make sure that we are looking good. bit of a pain sometimes, but we will get there in the end. Okay, so yeah, that TikTok's working. So welcome to everyone on TikTok. Wave to you all on TikTok. Hope you're doing well. Let me just check one more. I know YouTube's working. Let me just check. One. I know YouTube's working. Oh. Let me just check. Now I've got feedback from something. I think it's from that one. I could be wrong. Actually, it could actually be from Twitch. Yeah, it will be from Twitch. Okay. Okay, so it looks like everything's working. Hopefully the chat's working as well. It is up. Let me just double check. If I just whack a quick message for those people that are in TikTok, and you can all say hi if you want, or not, but that should come up on the stream. It doesn't come up on the stream. That's because I've just remembered. I had a little problem trying to connect the chat for Twitch. So let me just see if I can sort that out quickly. Okay, it says it's going to retry in 389 minutes. Seconds, not minutes. Sorry. So hopefully when that retries, it should connect you guys. I will check back in about, how many minutes is that? About 8 minutes ish. So we'll check back in 8 minutes ish, and I'll check on that. I will keep the chat available, visible for me, but it won't be actually on the stream. It will be visible as soon as it connects, but until it connects, you guys are all in the stream. You can all see everything. You just won't be able to join in with any of the chat. Everyone else should be fine. So hopefully no one else any issues, and we should be good to go. Okay, so let's go into Windrose. We obviously are already in Windrose, but let's go and check out where we need to go. Let me just make sure I do actually have ammo and stuff, which we have 40 shots and stuff. We've got tons of... I'm lacking shots and got plenty of gunpowder, which is always great, but I do need a little bit more gunpowder. Not gunpowder, bullets. They call them bullets. Like, they're shots. Come on, like, these are old. Like, bullets are in cases, not round shots, which is what these actually are. Terminology is slightly wrong in this game. Yeah, I can only, like, I'm not using them. Reserve these ones only for bosses. And I don't actually have any iron, I don't think. Let me just check to see if I've got any iron in the furnace. Oh yeah, I actually have made some improvements as well since I've actually shown you guys around. I did make another jetty. And we don't have any iron. That's annoying. So let me just quickly show you the slight improvements we've made to the property. So since the last stream, I have got the blueprints in order to make the large fireplace. I think it's what it's called. And yeah, you can see this is where it starts down here, and it is actually 2 floors. So I've actually done it so that it actually comes up into the bottom of this one, and then the chimney continues up. Like, it doesn't really make a huge difference, if I'm honest. There would be smoke that comes up, but the way that this works is you can see the top of the stack comes here. So I kind of deleted what it kind of carried on up to, and then did it so like the smoke from that one comes up into this one, which they're going to go straight up into the top part, and then it pushes it out. But yeah, effectively it's like you'd see in a proper old home, where it starts kind of you have a chimney stack that starts on the bottom. It would go up through like the bedrooms on the other levels, and potentially in those bedrooms you would also have continuations like that. So that's kind of how this actually works. So each floor has its own fireplace. Obviously we only have 2 floors, and at the very, very, very top, which I don't think I've still got the opening for that, no, I haven't, but there is a chimney place, which you can see just there, like the very top in that corner. Well, that corner. Actually, no, that corner. You look at like there up that corner, you'll see some smoke. Just like there. Actually, if I change the view, you might be able to see it. Well, you can see it at the very, very top, but just above the. Well, if I go further away, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, that's up here. I did put a couple more paintings up. I don't really, because I've put all these windows in, I don't really have space to put pictures, but I've tried to squeeze pictures in where I can. I was thinking of putting pictures on like these walls here, but I tried and it just didn't look right, so I kind of took those down. And yeah, we've got our one cat picture, which I'm not a big fan of cats, but hey ho, it's a cat picture. I'll put it up. There isn't one that really fits in there because that's the only one of that shape. So I'm not gonna have two cat pictures. I'll have to wait for more pictures to go out as they bring out more content. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. This is the other jetty that we put on, effectively just to like spread these ships out a bit, because we obviously got a big main ship there. I did deconstruct the smallest ship only because I'm just never going to use it. This one is obviously the other one, which is the faster one of the fleet, and you can still do pretty much quite a bit of stuff in that one, but obviously the big ship is fully maxed out now, so it has all of the reinforcements you can put on it. The top end of the cannons fully maxed out, and what's the other thing? Got the rigging, well, yeah, it's got like everything you can max out on it, but you can see from here what we've got. Yeah, so we've got the two cannons, because obviously the largest ship does actually have two batteries. The main battery, which is this one, which I've got the bigger 36 pounders in, and then the 24 pounders in the secondary guns. Then this is the bracing, which helps mitigate your damage. Again, in order to get these purple ones, by the way, it's not obvious this, so I'll give you just a little bit of a hint, but effectively you can get these blueprints from one of the faction pirates, and when you get them from the faction pirates, you can then build these improved ones. But if you use the base ones that are just available from the actual main build area, that being over here, so over here you'd normally be able to come over and build stuff. These are the ones that you'd get by default, so these green ones. Effectively, the ones that you actually want to get are these ones here. Once you get these ones you can actually turn purple, effectively ascend. You can only ascend on ones, obviously, and purple is currently the highest tier in the game at the moment, which is epic, but I would imagine at some stage they will do legendary. You can get some like legendary things, or at least there is like hints of legendary things that you can get in some of the other items, but so far in the game they haven't got any kind of like weapons or things that you can put on your ship that are legendary. The highest tier stuff that you can get at the moment that you can make and even get is epic, which is the purple. So let's go work out where we can go. Now I suspect is that possibly one? Now that could be maybe something that we need to go investigate. That could be where we get one of the daggers from. I can't remember where I got the daggers from, if I'm honest. That's an ancient Olwa, that's an ancient Olwa, that's an ancient Olwa, that's an ancient Olwa. I'd be surprised if, I wouldn't be not surprised if that's an ancient Olwa. I'm pretty sure we get the daggers, or the daggers I did get were from an ancient like burial thing, so I think we're most likely to get what we want from there. So we'll head over to that top right corner and investigate what that question mark one is. I'll obviously pick some stuff along the way. Cheeky not to. And there is another thing I need to work out as well. Like on the tier 1 level, or like stage 1, I suppose you could refer to it as, there is one resource that I don't currently have that I have a question mark over. Now I suspect it is a seed, although I haven't been able to work out what the seed is, and I'm really trying not to YouTube it kind of like trying to find out of other people what it is. I'm actually trying to just try to naturally discover it. But yeah, I don't really go in the lower level areas, and I suspect whatever it is, I can maybe only get in the lower level areas. I have also tried like I was thinking it might be a coconut or something that I've already picked up previously, and you need to like click on it in order to get seeds or something like that. Like, I really don't know what it is that the seeds are for, but effectively, let me show you what I'm referring to, because I'm kind of maybe talking in riddles, but not as such. But where am I after? Was it collections? It's not collections, is it? And it's not journals. Discovery, I think. Yeah, discovery. So the one thing I don't have, which is from this first stage area, is this one here. Now, the fact it's between seeds to me means that it's probably a seed. And now I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a seed. But I've been able to work out what this one is. So that's another thing I do need to kind of work out. I'm not going to do a whole stream on trying to work out what it is through natural discovery. It's just going to be something that I'm just going to have to find out, or at some point, if I get that frustrated, I will just have to kind of, well, YouTube it. Actually, I think there probably is a wiki for this game, so I probably could check out the game wiki and see what the actual resource or seed is, so at least I know what I'm looking for. Although normally it also tells you where you find them, and then that kind of ruins it. So that's the reason why I'm trying to do the discovery naturally. There is actually an item that I did actually discover naturally, and I'm still yet to work out exactly how you get it, because I got it by getting the monster on an island to destroy everything around it, and then I literally just was going around picking up all the stuff it had destroyed, and one of the things it destroyed was this bromeliad. So I really don't know, other than the fact it's in a swamp, I don't know what it looks like before it's destroyed. So I've been trying to work out what it is. Like, I know it's in these swamps, but I haven't been able to work out what it actually looks like. I've tried destroying all these little planty things to work out whether it's one of these, but it seems like it is quite a rare resource, and it might only be near those monsters, because I've looked everywhere, and I might need to try and work out before I get aggro one of those big monsters if I can actually see where it is. So far I've not had any luck, so that might be one thing I might go and try and do as well, just to see if I can work out exactly what those things are before they're actually destroyed, so that I can recognize them going forward. Because obviously sometimes you can, you know, see these things and you can just pick them up without actually having to aggro stuff. If I have to rely on a big, you know, killing a big monster each time just in order to try and get him to destroy everything around the little area that he's in, it might be a bit of a kind of waste. It might be easy just to understand, because they also might be available elsewhere. It's just the fact that I flukily found it and then haven't been able to work out exactly what it looks like. Try doing all this to see if I can find it, but I've got a feeling it might be in this area. But I've tried like taking out all of these little things as well, and it just doesn't seem to be there. But when I did find it, I found it near the edge of the water, so I've got a feeling wherever it is, it's kind of like on the edge of this type of stuff. I think this is, yeah, so it is another, and I wonder whether this might give us the last thing we want. More than I thought. I only seen one, and then I noticed as I shot there was another one, and then I noticed after that there's a third one. Could also have some food ready, but I'll sort that out in a second. assuming I have it on me, which I do, luckily. You know, I think I did remember setting up enough because I thought I probably won't play this game, so I set it up so that I could literally just walk back into it and start playing. I was really planning to like just park the game for a while. But as from tomorrow, we will be doing GTA from tomorrow, so do catch out tomorrow if you want to see GTA. Unfortunately, those on TikTok, I can't stream GTA on TikTok due to a conflict of interest, let's say. They have very strict rules about what I can and can't stream, and effectively I wouldn't be able to play the game hardly if I was to stream it. So unfortunately for you guys, I'm not going to be able to stream it because it's just really hard to stream the game without breaking their rules. Because like you can't even talk about gambling. And I mean talk about it, not even like stream it. Like I actually almost got a strike. Well, I did get a strike, but challenged it. Alligator. 2 alligators. Okay, we lost 1 alligator. We lost those guys, so we'll probably be set. Oh, there he is. Noticed him. You see the other guy, and I only noticed him very at the end. You can get him before he puts his shield up. It makes it a lot easier. Unfortunately, they do have like very good health, or a lot of it, so you've got no chance of one-shotting them. And yeah, even if you've maxed out your skills, it's going to take you quite a bit of time. So there will be something we have to put down here in order to offer. We need 30 bromelaid flowers. They're those damn things that I couldn't find very easy. I've not been able to find very easy. Pretty sure. Let me just get out of here so that we don't die to the enchanted effect. So you can see that thing in the very middle of the screen. That's the enchantment. So if we stay in that area where you see like the pinky purple colour, yeah, that's an enchantment. Now if you stay in there and that timer goes to the very end, it kills you. So effectively it's like a bit of a timer. If you so you need to kind of like reset it. I do actually have a ring on at the moment which actually reduces the effect. This one here, the Major Sun ring, it just actually reduces the amount that you get of that. As you can see there, it calls it kind of plague accumulation, but it's effectively that. Yeah, let's just double check because I've got a feeling that oh, it is that bromelaid stuff. Oh, now I've really got to work out where you get it from without having to YouTube it. All right. Well, I really do have a feeling it is like somewhere like. He's dead. He's dead. I've got more health than he can kill me. I should have to kill him faster. There's another one. You have to be careful. I just one-shot him. Wow. One-shotted. That's it there. It does look purpley though, doesn't it? Like, it's really hard to work out whether you've got it. That's what you get from that is plant fibers. A lot of things like these you can pick up, so effectively if you see it, you should be able to pick it up, but some things you can't, so plant fibers you can't just do that with. I'm not sure whether or not you do actually need to destroy it or whether you can pick it, but like, as you can see here, it does say what everything is, so effectively I should be able to just hover over it and work out what it is, but through all my trying so far, I've not been able to work it out, and unfortunately now I'm going to have to work out how to do it, even though that croc is trying to eat. Because if I don't, well, obviously we're not going to have to do that ult. So I've got a feeling that ult might give us the final round. 23 shots. So far I've only killed like 2 crocs, I think. 3 crocs. I swear I seen a croc by that croc. Was I wrong? That is low. Is sometimes you can miss it, because I've got a feeling these are quite small things, so I'm not sure if I'm not actually gonna get it to show hovering over it. This is why I generally just go around with a sword and try to destroy all the bushes and stuff in the hope that I swipe the one thing that it could do. Just got a lot as well. I should have healed. Do that now. Where's the guy that's shooting at us? Quite lazy those ones. I think that's never they're just spearing. Noticed another one trying to sneak up on my on my side. Gonna flank me. Where's that one gone? I'm gonna chip you or something. The unagro. I think I've got that one. You get stuff because markers move really fast in this game, so sometimes it's, if you kill them and just go kill everyone else, you can oh, that's what it looks like. Ah, finally. So that it actually does look like that. So I've never seen this stuff actually unpicked. So now I know what I'm looking for. Well, that's useful. Not being a complete waste of time. I need to find like loads more of that stuff. So if you've got 2, I need 30. Oh my god. It'll take me forever to get that stuff. As you can tell, I do not have much of it. But at least now I know what it looks like. Ooh, we've got 8. We got 8 of them. It's so helpful to know what things look like, rather than just randomly. The clay crocs are a pain. They have really good health. They are still fast as crocodiles. Well, at least I think they are. So it's worth getting. But they have a nasty bite. Oh, how did that thing not bite me? You get painted bile, which is very useful for the crafting, especially the high-end crafting style stuff. Okay, let me just check just to see whether our TikTok chat has actually connected now, because it should have well and truly connected. It still says it's not connecting. Let me try the not connecting. No active chat. No. As you can tell, it still hasn't connected. There isn't really much I can do at the moment, I don't think. It's because I put it on auto connect and hadn't realised when I started up the chat that TikTok wasn't connected. I have changed it now to manual chat, so in future I'll just have to remember to manually connect it. I did try to preset a lot of this stuff, only because sometimes I can forget a certain step because I'm in such a rush trying to put the stream up. It's not always as straightforward as it could be, just because I'm multi-streaming and there is a lot to do getting a stream up. Let's go get some heaps and scraps. Effectively, this is for the top tier metal. Or the current top tier metal. Because I suspect when they bring out the next patch, or at least when they start getting significantly through the game, there will be another higher tier metal. There will need to be ready, because else you'll be making legendary stuff with stuff that's like a tier, or stuff that's made that makes tier epic tier stuff, which wouldn't make any sense. It does look like the Windrose stuff, though, is only going to be in enchanted areas, so we'll have to find maybe a couple more areas. He's also going to need to get some iron, I think. I think we might have to do a quick iron run. Yeah, not have any shots very soon. That is the only, well, I would say the biggest drawback of being arranged like setup is having to have shots, because like effectively all your DPS is in your like gun, so as soon as you run out of shots or gunpowder, you're effectively not able to do what you should be able to do. So we'll go to another area, because I think I thought that was another area, but it's not. It's the same area. I've somehow double back myself, going around in circles. So we'll go to this area over here. Hopefully we get some more Windrose stuff here. What are all those things? I wonder if we can grab some Windrose without having to aggro all the stuff around here. Now I know what it looks like. I can just have a scout. See if I can see something. Is it worth back in this area? Well, there's a croc there. The croc. Okay, well, get past this one, because I can't see any bombs grove, and I'm rarely after bombs grove. And we've already done that area, because as you can see on the mini map, there's a tick there, so we effectively don't need to do that area, because what we want isn't there, and we've already cleared the area once before. I'm going to try and let them elastic band back to the they're one shot as it is. I'd rather keep the shots for killing things I have to kill so I can get them bombing through. I don't see any oh, there's one of the... This big thing here is like one of the things I actually killed. Actually, so I think it's definitely this one because it was actually here that I actually was pounding before, obviously, which is why I didn't want to like... I'm also not going to waste ammo trying to kill that thing, so like I'll need more than 8 shots to take that thing down. Although technically you can actually get it to almost kill itself. Well, oh, everything really doing that. Yeah, so when you aggro it, you can get it to like take down all these like trees and stuff like that. Now, I'm not sure exactly how, but effectively it does seem to take damage from taking down the trees, or at least that's what my experience. If you can get it down to take down certain trees, so it'll just literally destroy it and then just in there. It's normally what I do to do farming. I'll go one purpose, and then I'll get it to like start taking down those trees because like it destroys the trees, which means that it saves you having time trying to chop down all the trees. You can like get it to like take down the trees for you. Now the problem with it, as you can see there, I've not caused any damage. However, you can see its health bar has already come down. As well. I'm going to reset the crop. Come over here, boy. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether it takes damage from like trees out or whether it's something else, but it certainly does take damage from something. There's the water. That's what it's taking up the damage from, because I actually thought I could actually just literally get it to take down the whole line worth of trees at one point until I realised actually no, it's taking damage from something. I don't know what. Yeah, it's just killed itself. Now you can literally just go around and pick up all the stuff. Obviously it does drop stuff as well, so you can get something from it dying. Effectively what I would normally do as well is I'd normally go around chopping all the trees that it hasn't quite finished. Just because, and especially these tree trunks. These tree chunks normally would take you a couple of hits to hit as well. But actually, once it actually has been hit by one of those monsters, it literally only normally gets taken out with just like one hit. So it's well worth checking out all your trunks, stuff like that, because you can get really quick stuff. And obviously, you just have to kind of like remember all the areas that you got it to walk through, so that you can get all the fun stuff. Because as you can see, it has knocked down the trees. Normally what I'd do as well is get it to go back over the same area so that I don't actually have to do what I'm doing right now and like chop it a few times on the actual sort of domain itself. How are you missing from there? I'm really bad at aim. This is normally how I do like my farming in this game, in order to get my wood and stuff like that. Now I normally come to one of these areas, aggro the big guys, and then get them going around, knocking down as many trees before they die. Obviously, I don't do any DPS on them because I want them to stay alive as long as possible, which, as you can tell, doesn't last a huge amount of time, but they do take down the significant trees, and it's definitely worth doing it this way in order to get the trees faster, because like, to get the amount of like stuff that I've got from what I would have knocked down, I have found that this can take you about 5 minutes to do that, and if you kite that big monster around well enough, you can get a good amount of stuff. And at the same time, you can like do it for hardly any amount of time, like 5 minutes, which would normally take about half an hour, because these trees are very good at, have got quite a lot of health, so it normally takes you about 5 or 6 times just to get the tree to come down. It takes you about 3 or 4 times to take the trunk out, and then you've got to like, put tons of damage as well through the log one that's fallen down. So when the monster does it, while it obviously knocks it down and takes the trunk out, you actually have to take less hits, and if you get those monsters to go over the same area once more, it normally will destroy it completely all for you. So it just depends whether you want it completely destroyed or whether you want a bigger area of stuff that's like all partially destroyed. Either way, it's going to give you or save you a lot more time. If you keep doing that and going to different areas, then effectively that's how you make it. Obviously, I'm looking around at the moment for this Windrose stuff, which don't think I've seen any. But I'm gonna make sure that definitely there isn't any in this area. Obviously, we found like one piece, but any pieces isn't very much. Like, I need loads. I need 30 pieces. This is another area. Oh, I'm about to die. Lou just worked. I just noticed. Sorry. That's why it's really important to keep an eye out on the timer of the enchantment, because if you don't, that's what happens. And my thing is actually on this island, which is surprising because I didn't set my tent to this island, so that was obviously preset from the last time I was on the island. The last time I'd actually been here, I set that tent, which is my respawn point at the moment. Let's go pick up my stuff and work out how much bronze grove stuff I have got. I think I've only got about half of what we need though. Like, one area seems to be actually pretty good. That's what you think. I've not seen it previously, but there's another one. Like one by itself. There's like one area where you can get quite a lot of it from in a little area, and then everywhere else is like one piece. Late at night as well, so we're going to get these like things that are, these appear on the beach at night. They're only low level, so they're not like my level. They're not going to do anything really. I take them out with a sword. That's how like little damage they take. I need to take in order to kill them, but I still try not to have to stay them on if I don't need to. We'll go and get my marker in a minute. Just check. I haven't. Oh, there's some there. I see some. Still helpful to know what it looks like. You know what? It's made my day. Made my day working out something that's taken me ages. I actually spent 2 hours after one stream just trying to work it out, and I still couldn't work it out. Well, I kind of worked out roughly where it was, but then it doesn't respawn very fast, so it wasn't as if I could just wait around to see what it looked like in the area where it was. And then I totally forgot where it was afterwards, so when I did go back to the area, I was like, I don't know what it looks like, and I can't remember exactly where it was, apart from it's near water edge, and there's a lot of water edges around here. Here's the death marker. yeah, I just one of the reasons actually why I can't do like my GTA streams on on TikTok is because it doesn't even allow any swearing. So, and if it kind of auto blocks or auto beeps it, so that what I just said a minute ago will be auto beeped by TikTok. But if it does it too many times, it will stop the stream. And I assume that if it does that, I might get a strike as well. So yeah, there's so many reasons. That's why I've got to be like very careful at what games I can actually stream on TikTok, which is madness really, because TikTok is actually one of the approved games. Well, GTA is one of the approved games on TikTok. So it does seem a bit crazy that you can't stream a game that they approve, but like at what level? Like GTA is full of violence and swearing and everything else. So yeah, it does seem a bit crazy that they even have it on the allow list when it goes against all their policies. How much do I have? 31. And we only need 30. Awesome. I can now go and do the sacrifice, which is just up here if I want to do that. And I don't think the stuff would have respawned because the enemies and stuff, they tend to respawn a lot faster in this game. Like everything else in this game. Like, usually kill it and then... Normally I find that when you kind of come out of the game and go back into the game, then you normally find it's reset. But not like if you do it straight away, but if you go away for a couple of hours and then come back, it'll normally be ready. See if we get a dagger. We did! We've got the dagger! Which means we've just completed the challenge. Get out of the area before I end up dying to enchantment again. I already did that once today. Try not to do it again. That's our dagger. So we now got all three of the daggers. And in our journal, I think was it? I can't remember which one it was when we needed to do the daggers. Or was it a collection? Oh yeah, that was it. It was a collection, wasn't it? A reward, a decoration. So you get that decoration. So that's what that is. So we're about to put that up in the house. The dagger collection. And then I want to get the fishies, or the fish ring. So I need to work out, or we'll need to go and do some fishing for the fish, for that one. I've got a feeling like that's obviously going to be a hard fish to get. So these are all, I think these are purple fishes, these are blue fishes, and they're green fishes. They're kind of tiered, a bit like everything else, but yeah, the fishes are tiered in hardness or rareness, because rareness to get hold of. So we need, well, still need 30 more alligators, 31 to be precise. But we have done everything on this island. I've worked out what the Windrose stuff is, so I think we're all good. I think the easy thing to do now is work out where the nearest waterway is, and then I can get on my ship. Then we can fast travel using the ship. It's one of the reasons why I don't have any of the fast travel home potions, because I don't see the point in them. Like, unless I was actually stuck somewhere, which is hardly such a rarity that you would be like stuck and not be able to get something. Stamina. Drowned. God. Been a minute of it. what I think what to go and do is I'll fast travel actually to an island because I can put all the stuff in the ship, I think. Most of it at least. Let's drop it all. I can at least. Still actually got quite a bit of space. Okay, let's. Okay, we'll all go back to base and then we'll drop everything off. Ideally, I don't want to have to do tons of runs. I'd rather just do one run if I have to do like resource gathering. But in order to be able to do that, I do need to make sure that I have like pretty much all my slots empty so that I can get as much as we possibly can on the run. Actually, let's go get the rest of the stuff off the ship. Little items. I really wish there was a better way of doing this. Like, unfortunately, if I did take all, it would take all the other stuff above it, and I want to keep all that stuff on the ship. Take that. I don't mind keeping wood on the ship because you need wood in order to do stuff, and it's sometimes useful to have building stuff available to you, or at least that you can call to an island or wherever you are. So I do tend to keep a little bit of wood on the ship, just for that reason. Quick drop everything. The quick drop in this game was a bit, I don't know, a bit painful. In comparison to like Dune Awakening, it's a bit painful. Well, I do remember before games had quick drop blocks in boxes, and it was even worse. So I'm not dishing the game, but it's not the best quick drop. Only because in this game, it's a bit finicky, and sometimes it doesn't quite register unless you're close enough. So you have to be a certain distance away, and if you're not a particular distance, it just won't quick drop. Like, one thing I like about Dune is the fact that it just quick drops, and like if you have some games like Rust, you can like set up automations where you can just drop it into one box and it sorts everything for you. Like, I'd love that if they brought that to this game, but I don't think that's ever happening. We've got metal. Okay, I need to drop that. Probably this one, I think. This can be used to make this. It can also be used for something else as well, I think. He says. I can't remember. I think you can use it for something else as well. Okay, I just need to get rid of plague wood, which I think I normally put in one of these boxes. This one here, because use this in order to make this stuff. So I keep that together like that, and then go to our box here, which is where I normally put all this stuff, and I normally sell this in bulk. So when I get this pretty much full, I'll then go off to the pirates and start selling it to the pirates so that we can get silver and gold depending on exactly what the reward is. What I will do is I'll pick up some these. Which it should also hopefully auto-fill once the final iron shot's been used. That's because when we do go and do some iron mine in a moment, I will need to kill a couple of wolves. We're going to lose favourite spots for mining once I work out what island it is. Oh, we could do that island as well, actually. And that's got like 7 out of the 8 things. I think that's like one of the things I was actually doing the other day, actually. When I finished the stream, I did notice that there was an island that I could go to. One of the things I'm actually going to do in the game, not on a stream though, is I am going to open up the whole map to see if there are any small islands that have any additional small things in. And then I was going to do some content off that. You can also see there's this Brethren wreck as well. And also something else that I'd found off stream as well was this. Now, I was trying to work out for ages where the Brethren were. And I was pretty sure there was another island, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I actually found out it was down here, as you can see. And this was me literally just randomly going around trying to find things. And I came down here and I started to open up island and I was like, found it straight away. And I was like, so that's where it is. But you can see there's also a challenge that I need to go do there, so we can go do that as well. That's one of the quests that we got when I finally found them and got given a quest, but I also got the other guy that was down there as well. So here's me yabbering on. I'm trying to work out where the island is that I'm after. I think it is not that island. I think it's the island below that island. I'm pretty sure it's this island because that's the... It might be wrong, I'll recognise it as soon as I get in there. I think this is the island. Yeah, this is the island. This is my iron island, as I call it. So this is the one that's got a good close by iron mine that pretty much you can fill your bags with and get enough iron that will last you quite a while. Like, I wouldn't say last you a huge amount of time, but you won't have to do it. Like, if you were playing the game for a few hours, you could just do this run once, get enough to make shots, and those shots should last you, say, 4 hours, depending on how much you're using them, but generally speaking, about 4 hours. Now, I'm not going to take it out just because there's probably little point taking it out. And I'd prefer just to take out the wolves I need to take out. Now, there is a wolf down here. One-shotted. These wolves are, well, very low level compared to what we're now at. So all the things around here you can pretty much one-shot. We haven't auto-loaded the pearls. So if you weren't aware as well, also, you can use the pearls as shots. Not barely obvious that that's the case, but yeah, you can. Now, there is a wolf in here. But I did notice actually last time I did this, the wolf wasn't in here. Now, it could be the fact that because I've built this thing here, it might be blocking the spawn point for the wolf. But normally you will find a wolf in this. But I have noticed since I've built this that for some reason it doesn't appear to be down here, which is a good thing. I've done all the wolf challenge, so I don't really need to kill wolves, but yeah, the wolf that should be here at the moment isn't, because of what I've built here so that I can reach the top area is stopping the wolf from being able to spawn. So, if you also weren't aware as well, GTA 6 actually does hit live pre-sales midnight tonight UK time. I think it's UK time. So if you are looking to move on into GTA 6, which is a massively anticipated game, it's been, well, let's just say it's been long in the waiting. I'm not, like, I played GTA when the original GTA came out. That being, yes, literally GTA. And only recently went back into playing the latest version of GTA 5, sort of about this time last year. And I started doing that as part of the streams. Now, I stopped playing it just because I kind of got a bit bored of GTA 5. And I'd actually started GTA 5 in anticipation of GTA 6 coming out within a month of me starting to play it. However, at that time, the GTA or Rockstar Games decided they were going to delay it. And initially it was just going to be delayed by a month. I think it was a month, yeah. I think they delayed it by like a couple of months actually. So it was due to come out like around this time last year. And then it got delayed to November. And then a couple of months later, not even getting close to November, they decided they're actually going to delay it by a year. But the year being like the original year. So it was supposed to be out, I think, in June last year, and it was going to be coming out June this year. And then within like, I think a month of saying it was going to be delayed by a year, they then said, actually, it's going to be delayed and it's going to come out November 2026. So that's where we are right now. The fact they have actually or are about to bring out pre-sales means that it must be this time not being pushed back any further, because last time they didn't even say, you know, pre-sales or anything like that. They literally just said, yes, it's going to be available, it's going to come out, etc. And they didn't really talk about pre-sales. But this time they are opening pre-sales and they have got the date, which is midnight tonight, like I said. Midnight tonight. I know it's midnight tonight, I don't know what time zone midnight tonight, so it could be American time zone, or it could be UK time zone. My source that I looked at, and when I found out about that, I just heard that it was coming out this week, and then I found out today that it's coming out literally midnight as of tonight. Now, they are an Australian kind of streamer, so they could be talking about their midnight, or they could be talking about midnight like another time zone. I'm really not sure because I didn't actually have time to watch the video. I just knew that it was coming out this week, and then became aware that it was due to come out at midnight tonight, but didn't have any time to like go into like the depths of that. So you'll need to find out yourself exactly when it comes out. But yeah, it does come out like tonight at some point, and you will be able to get hold of pre-sales. Now, it still isn't going to actually be available, from what I understand, until November, so you're literally are just buying the game. So don't feel like you're running low on cash or anything. You still got plenty of time to like save up, because it's not going to be coming out or be live, at least I would imagine, in the next month or two. There is chances though that if you do get the pre-sales now, that you might get on early beta if you get if you buy it now. So that you do normally find, if you get on programs early in pre-sales, they do normally reward you for that, and that might be that during one weekend, that if you pre-bought the game, they might open up the game just to do a test run or something like that a month before or so, or you might get early access into the game. I really don't know. Like, I haven't had much chance to actually have a look to see what their actual intentions are on that, and they may not like even announce any of this right up until like when they're intending to do it, like literally in that week. They might just come and say, we're going to open up this weekend for you guys to come and have a look at it and have a little test of a few things, because sometimes they want to test like loads and things like that. And while you can do like software testing without actually putting real people on these things, it is also good tester also just to get people in there, get people warmed up. They will probably have like beta testers that are like the likes of you and me, who are just randomers who they've invited on, and they could be streamers, but they could also just be the likes of, you know, just the normal Joe blogs on the street. It doesn't have any, you know, association to promoting games or stealing games, etc. So it'll be it's going to be interesting, I think, to see if they do that, and if they do, like, who they open that up to. I'm hoping they do, because it'd be nice to, like, see the intro, but I obviously am aware as well that they might not, because it just depends, you know, whether they want to go with the complete Big Bang and they don't want anyone to see the inside until, you know, everyone sees it at the same time, or whether they, you know, want to see it a select few, which will allow them people to, under conditions, play the game. And when I say under conditions, like, they may say to people they know are streamers, or, you know, anyone that's accessing it, you can't stream any of this content, etc. Like, if you do that, they'll probably permo ban you, and, you know, IP based off that, or because you'll have to connect to your Rockstar Games account, etc., which you could try and do a burner, but, you know, these things are normally traceable these days, so they probably would be able to perm ban you, and or find a way to, you know, stop you from being able to get in the game, although game developers have tried doing that type of thing before, and people always find ways around it. So good luck if they are trying to do anything like that. But yeah, if they do open up beta, they probably will have some sort of conditions around being able to access in beta, and I very much doubt they'll let people stream or show content that is from within it. So we've got all the iron. I could have dropped some stone in order to like max out on iron, but I don't want to waste all your time, so we'll just get some iron on the go. I am limited by how much charcoal I've got there. Don't worry, it's not a major. We'll get some of this going. Get 200 on the go there. Also be able to get some more. I need the ash away. I do need the actual output. For once, I'm not prepared, and I normally have like loads of that stuff, and I'm surprised that actually for once don't. We've got enough though to make as much iron as we need for the stream.
Improvement is never linear.
One thing I really want them to fix in this game, so if I come to here at the moment, I want to start crafting, you'll notice that it won't actually at the moment register as iron. I really want it to be available so that it looks at other outputs. So when I make something here, it obviously outputs here. Now, if you need a number of things in order to build an item, even like these bullets, obviously here it's saying there's no iron. Now there is iron, and it should be available, because if I come to this part here, in the output, there's the iron. Now, what really annoys me in this game is the fact that in every other game I've ever played, it will automatically see outputs and inputs, etc. And as long as the resource is available, it will allow you to use it. In this game, nope. It has to be in a box. If it's not in a box, it won't see it. It's really annoying. Okay, while I wait for that to make a bit more iron, let's put up these daggers somewhere. Let's just put them up down here. Good. Make 2 of them, but I've got 3 of them. Probably only have enough resources to make 1. About where I put it. Might put them here actually. Put them as a decoration up here. There's daggers. Oh, and it's actually a trophy as well. I didn't realise that. So that means we'll get an extra bonus, comfort bonus, which is nice. It won't fit on that part. Oh, That's annoying. It'd be nice if I could fit on there though. That does go green. We can put it on the chest. It doesn't quite look right though because that side's in the way. I'd really like to put them there. But that looks like it's going to go in the wall. Okay, we won't put them in here. This side? Yeah, that'll look good. There you go. Nuggets. Nice. So, our comfort level now is 32. Now, I thought the max level would be 30, but I have found a couple of things that allowed me to, well, one other thing that got me up to 31, and now we've got another one that got up to 32, so I think that probably is the highest now, but I don't think, actually, to tell you a lie, actually, I wonder, actually no, because the other one's a ring. I was thinking actually, maybe the other ones that we've got as well as something, but I don't think it is, because this is just collections. So this is a ring, and this one, well, yeah, I just thought it was a decoration, but which it even says it's a decoration. However, what it doesn't say is it's a trophy. But left that part out. But this one here is definitely not a trophy, so I don't think there's actually anything else that I've got that's like else that I can build. Well, actually, maybe there is a couple of things. Because I haven't got every blueprint to build stuff, so there's still a chance that I could find another area that I could build in, which could maybe, like, potentially, if they're doing it brown figures, they could go up to 35. So far, I've got 32, so I'm maybe top and maybe 3 off. I really don't know. But one thing I do need to go is to get more of that iron. And while I do that, let's go get some more charcoal. Some more iron. Okay, so I should have 80 shots now. Now we're lacking gunpowder. I must have dropped the gunpowder. Sure. I definitely had tons of gunpowder earlier. I know why. It's because it's choosing them. Put that in there. Now we should have 80 shots. We're close to. There we go. That's good enough. We'll put the pearls back in here. Oh, as you can see as well, I have got some other rings and did start upgrading them. I think I can upgrade one of these as well. But I was upgrading the rings first, so I'm going to upgrade all of these rings. Actually, this is the other ring I can upgrade, so you can upgrade the blue ones in the rings for whatever reason. This one I think was one of the ones that wasn't going to let me upgrade. I could be wrong. It might be just I ran out of resources and I couldn't upgrade that one anymore. Let's go have a double check, because I might have those resources now. And then after I've done that, I'm effectively, after I've got my rings, I'm going to start upgrading these. Although I think I can only upgrade the green one. But again, I might be able to upgrade the other ones. So you can upgrade this, but I don't have enough gold. Or silver, actually. Gold or silver. I need more gold and silver. So I can ascend it, and then it'll turn to epic. So it goes green to epic. yeah, it's a bit weird this game as well. You'd expect everything just to like go up one grade. So obviously the middle one is blue. However, as you can see with that ring, for whatever reason, it goes straight from green to purple. And that blue one, it looks like it's maxed out because it didn't even have the option to ascend it. So that blue one is its highest one. And I think these ones as well, you can ascend these ones to blue as well, because these are like very samey. This one I think probably, because it's green, might go to purple, and then these are go to blue as max. Okay, we've got 79 shots. Let's go see if we can kill some more crocodiles. And yeah, more crocodiles so that then we can get the other trophy. Actually, I've just realised, so when we get that trophy, that will also allow us to get some comfort points off that. So I said I didn't think there was any more comfort. I wasn't sure if there's any more comfort zones, but now I'm thinking about it. Actually, there is. So we need crocs. We can get crocs on any of these islands. I'm going to see if I can go to an island that's like not being fully open, or might be still something else we can do as well, just so we can kill more things with one stone, as they would say. But it looks like they might all be full. Okay. I think this is just the boss island. I don't think there's actually anything on this island to send tasks other than killing the boss. I'm obviously not going to challenge it. I've already done the boss. I don't need to do it again. But there will be crocs around here, and there's a slight chance there might be something we can pick up along the way. After crocs. Give me crocs. I always try to go for the head because you've got a chance of like almost one-shotting them in the head where aren't anywhere else, but because they sway the head like this, it's really annoying because there's also like almost a 2-second delay between when you press fire to him actually taking a shot. That wasn't even a sway miss, that was literally just a complete miss. Trying to pick up those items before I get ready. You did see like little sparkly things for where things drop, but it's really hard during the day to see where those things. It's like at night it's a bit easier. Oh, there they are. It's super useful to kill these things because the resources I'm picking up off these guys is actually really required for sort of high tier stuff that you're doing. So when you're wanting to build stuff, like the quagmire powder is required in order to make that top tier metal. So you do need to kill these guys, and you need to kill a lot of them in order to be able to make the metal. So it is kind of a case of like, yeah, normally in a lot of games I would try and avoid having to repeatedly kill things in areas where I don't need to, but in this game it's kind of like, well, you really do need the resources. So it is kind of worth the effort of taking them out. Attack. You can tell it's a mega attack because he's red kind of strike. You can tell he's doing a big strike, and the crocs, when they, especially those ones, the corrupted ones, when they do their big attack, they literally start ripping you like a ragdoll. Yeah, they've got quite a lethal big attack, which also does cause lead damage as well. almost missed. Kind of moved as I kind of shot them, but luckily he moved into the shot. When he did attack me there, I should have done a heal straight away, because they will normally cause bleed damage, which is damage over time. So you need to be a little bit careful when you take damage off some things. Some things do cause bleed damage, some things don't. A lot of things don't, but you tend to find that animals do. Or at least certain animals do. I've got 2 more crocs. Let's just have a quick check to make sure those crocs actually do. Just in case I have to do more of those corrupted ones, I just want to make sure that they actually do count towards the challenge. They're still 2, so obviously they don't, then I just need normal crocs. Okay, so now I know not to bother, and I'll just run away from the enchanted crocs because they're not counted normally. But they're still crocs. Oh, that's a plague hunter. I just realised it's not that one like that. I thought it was a croc. Don't really want to waste the ammo. That's another plague croc. Where are the normal crocs? Tell you what, I'd be tempted just to get my ship now and go to another island, but there's tons of these around and I can't be bothered having to take them out before I can fast travel, because as soon as you aggro one of those ships you won't be able to fast travel. You need to maybe go to another island, or if I can find an area, a swamp that doesn't have enchantment. More likelihood I can find just a normal croc. Wow, they just came from nowhere. They definitely weren't there a second. I just seen them spawn literally in front of me through them. Any crocs. Okay, let's head down because the spawn point. Actually, thinking about it, I need to go back to where the boss is. Normally you have a spawn point on the edge, but this particular one, because it's a boss island, I removed the quick travel build point and then just rely on the one that you get from the boss. You do have a limited amount of ones that you can build, like 9 in total. So if you already have one on an island, it doesn't make sense to have one you've built and then one that you get from the boss. So I removed it. Even in like a non-enchanted area, there are still enchanted crocs. It's the one bad island. Oh my god, just seen my health low after taking that shot. Back to the island and go and get my death pole and pick up the stuff that I would have dropped. don't know why this game is... What? Can't one-shot me. I had like enough health to not have to... Tell you what. Love some food, so we've actually got a decent health bar. What I'm confused by though is why everything seems to be like only spawning when I'm right on with it. Like, that's not normal. Now, in some games that's because you're running a say not very powerful computer or set the settings so it's the viewable horizon is not far, far away. However, this game's fully maxed out, so there's no reason why I'm running a very powerful computer. Way more powerful than this game needs. There's not any reason why these things only seem to be appearing when I'm very close. Not all the time, but I've noticed literally very recently in the last, say, 10 minutes, it's happened twice now on this island, but very weird. I did go and check just to make sure, like I shouldn't have actually had it on the device one to make sure there was actually something that I picked up. I love the fact that like now they can't seem to hit anything for Toffee, yet before they wanted one of the front on me, like arguably enough health to take a few shots. I took like 2 shots. One must have like caused crit damage to me because yeah, it's like one of those things sometimes. Arguably, to be fair, they don't normally cause crit damage that often. Whenever they do, they seem to take you off guard because you think, oh yeah, I've got plenty of health. And all of a sudden you just die and you're like, what the? So random. Go. You want played crocs? I need to come to this island. So I need the resource that it dropped, which is mainly the bile. Yeah, come to this island where your boss is and you'll be able to get plenty of those corrupted crocs, which is where you get the bile from. The entrance. All the way around here. All the way in. Seems to have found a gap that will not let me go, and no, it's not going to let me go through. So. Pretty sure the entrance is on that side there. Could be anywhere here. There we go. That left marker. There wasn't anything there. And nothing there. Left on that one. Left on that one. Go to this one just because it looks like the bigger the islands and the hopefully should be just normal crocs on this one. You think I don't know, but to be fair, it's been 2 weeks. Really can't remember. Where are you running to? Oh, this game's well weird. I think they've like messed around with this game and the settings and stuff. It's weird how some of the NPCs are acting at the moment in the game. Remember, this game is under beta, so it's very much in heavy development. It's not like when a game's in beta, and this game's supposed to be in beta for a year, so I think around, this game came out May, was it April or May? I can't remember. But whenever it did come out, a year from then is apparently when they planned to have it out of beta, and it will be considered end game ready. In other words, they were still going to continue developing it. However, the game will be at a point where they intended it to be originally before they were actually going to release it. However, they decided to release it early to let people start playing it while they continue developing the game out and building out the rest of the content. And to be fair, for a game that is like this, it's actually remarkably well made, and I've not really come across any real bugs. Like, don't get me wrong, NPCs can act a bit funny from time to time, but apart from that, like, I've not come across anything that's major, and it's, so far, touch wood, it hasn't crashed. You know, GTA and every game I've played of recent crashes quite regularly sometimes. This game hasn't crashed once, so it's very stable, almost bug-free. Has a few quirks, like I said, but considering it's in beta, more than tolerable. Now, you do normally see crocs sometimes around these, which is why I'm kind of scanning around to see if I can see a croc near them. Just aggro. Oh. Don't aggro you. Crocs are fine. Let's fight more of you guys. Oh, a croc. I always come across crocs when I don't want them to. And when I want to find crocs, I gotta run. One croc by itself. Where's your partner? Crocs are normally found in pairs. Or at least I come across them in pairs very often. I've seen some of our new Flyree friends, but after crocodiles. The thing is, if I keep taking out the indigenous people, I'm not going to have the shots left to take out what I'm barely coming here for, which is the grok, so I'll take out the odd one I need to, but where I don't need to, I will. I need it for the crocs. Just another one by itself. Tell you what, this game's getting stingy. I wonder if they've like reduced how many crocs are on the island. It definitely used to be like, it used to always be in pairs. So far today, I don't think I've actually seen them. They might change it a little bit. They no longer are in pairs. While it is kind of was good, well, in a sense of like, when you're low level, it's quite hard when you've got two crocs attacking you, because, like, at the moment I can literally almost one-shot them, but when you're just coming to this island at the lower level, it's very challenging to try and take out two crocs, and they might have just changed it just to help that part of it, and also at the same time stop people being able to complete this challenge as easy, because when you're getting 2 crocs and you're at the higher level, well, as you can see, I'm literally one-shotting almost. You can just like shot one of them, or shoot both of them with just one shot. As long as you hit them in the head, you'll pretty much close kill them, and then you only have to like swipe them once with a melee weapon, and you can take them out. Obviously, if you're melee attack, then that's going to be different. But I haven't done melee since the very start of the game. Like, I did start off with melee. However, because of boss mechanics, I found it a lot easier to play the game with range, and then I actually found the whole game is just very easy. It's like the range actually is being almost OP, that being overpowered. But yeah, I don't like ever kind of even think about wanting to go back to melee, since realizing that actually, you know, if you just max out and really build the like range stuff well, it is just so much easier to play the game than it is when you play the melee. Although I actually really love melee games, which is why I generally go start off at least with melee, and then in some games I will stay with melee, and other games, well, I switch maybe to the range if range is obviously OP or just is better to play. In this game, like, while it's a bit annoying with the delay, I do still like. Oh, you were about to do a nasty attack. But cheek. Stopped you before you did it anyway. Yeah, it's nice just to be able to play that range, but it is nice to mix it up as well. So, and you can make more than one character. Like, I don't think I would go through the hassle of making another character, because I guess when you make that other character, you have to go through all the same challenges again. So if you wanted to complete it loads of times, maybe, but I really don't see the point. Like, if you, well, there is, I suppose, a point. You could make a second character, one being long range and one being sword, but the thing in this game is that there isn't actually any penalty for resetting your skills. So other than a time of actually having to reset it all up for either long range or melee, you can easily switch between long range and melee anyway without any actually penalty. So it's not as if you have to wait like a couple of days or whatever in order to be able to reset your skills. You can literally just reset it whenever you want, as long as obviously you're not in the middle of a fight. Like, you can't reset it that much, but other than that, you can pretty much, you know, reset your game setup for your character and play melee, and then switch back and go to like long range to do other things, and you won't have to like wait for a certain period of time in order to be able to do that. And that is quite unusual. Like, I do suspect they will change that at some point, just because I think it's the only game I know that doesn't have some sort of penalty about that. But it might be just like a short oversight that they haven't done that, or they might just have knowingly done that while it's in beta to allow people to switch around. And when it gets out of beta, then they might remove it at that stage. Ooh, it's a pack. Yellow crooks. I'm actually not doing too bad. Like, I am definitely thinking that they've changed the spawn zone crocodiles. I've not seen one crocodile where there's like more than one croc at the same time. Actually, I tell a lie, I think we did actually aggro one on one of the other islands, but normally there's a lot more like that. So far I've only seen one instance where there was two crocs close by to each other. Did aggro something there, but I don't think there's a croc. It's been an indigenous person. There's a croc. Continue, guys. As you can see, if you hit the croc anywhere other than the head, and doesn't matter how much damage you normally do on a shot, it will do a lot less. You always want to be hitting in the head if you want to max out the damage, and that's for animals, people, bosses. Although bosses sometimes can be hard to work out where their head is, but they will have a vulnerable spot. It's a more squidgy spot than other spots. Work out what it is, hit it, and keep hitting it, because that's where you'll get your crit damage from as well. Crit shot. Like, it was crit because it was yellow, but it didn't seem to like take out the health bar very well. That's an indigenous version. Just realised I forgot to turn off my lantern before, so my lantern's out. Oh, actually, there's 2 crops. I need to go find out where that other croc was. There it is. See, at night it's so much easier to find loot because it sparkles. In the day though, it's so bright. While it does sparkle a little bit, it's so hard to notice it in a brighter sky, where at night it's so dark, so you easily see it sparkling away. Alright, so how much have we got? We've got 15 crocodile hides, so I think we've killed about 10. So you should be on about 79, I reckon. We are 179. We need to kill 21 more cocks. But it feels like we killed one more than that. The only reason why I knew that, or had a rough guess of where we were at, is because some crocs dropped 1 hide and some crocs dropped 2. So based on the average of how many normally drop 2, it felt like that was why. So you see there, one of them we got 2 and one of them we got 1. A few more crocs, so we should be on 81 now. 181. Oh. Where that did try to get a tree then. I think the game seems a bit like laggy in the sense of things spawning a while and that croc attacking a tree, which is where I was stood, but I hadn't been stood there for at least a couple of seconds, I'd say, so it seemed a bit weirdly laggy. One-shotted. Don't even have full bullet storm running. So the bullet storm I've got there, which is a skill, will increase up to 5 times, each time increasing damage by 10% extra, I think, or something like that. Oh, actually, it might be 5%, and then each time it goes up to a maximum 25%, something like that. Anyway, when it's maxed out, you do way more damage crit-wise. There. Let's go around more places. Because now we're going across them all the time. 83. Waste my time telling them. I'm not going to drop, like, the only thing they drop that's useful for me at this level is they will drop a resource that you need in order to make healing potions, but I don't, like, I have loads of it, so I don't actually need it at the moment, so it's like not much reason to waste the time to kill them. Okay, I think I've been around in a circle now because we're back at our base, so I think we will go check out another island. Where are we on the challenge? 84. So we need 16 more. What's my infantry doing? Not too bad. Just got space. See if we can get 16 crocs on this island. Probably not, but we should get like 10. This depends on whether or not I can find crocs that are two together. Speeds it up a lot more than finding the 6 solo crocs. More concerned with being right next to that is where we're indigenous people. I think doing a big attack on me. A little bit too much health. Be a runner. That's what you get. You also get silver spoons. Now, the silver spoons you can sell at a smuggler's. Smuggler's buyer. So each of the factions, and one of them being the smugglers. Smugglers you can sell the most items to because they generally have things like silver spoons, silver buttons, loads of other different things you can get. You can sell them all to the smugglers. Each of these items though are, you can only sell to certain of the actual factions, and it will tell you on each item like where you can sell it, but you'll find that there's about 7 items I think for smugglers that you can sell to smugglers, and then the other ones there could be anything from like 2 to about 4, so there's definitely almost double the amount of things that you can sell to the smugglers in comparison to the other ones. What do I want? I want to heal myself, that's what I want to do. Because, yeah, not doing too well on the healing. Unfortunately, when you do get hit by something when you're using a bandage, it does take away the bandage healing. Like, there is a skill you can do that stops that from knocking the heal off, but it's not really worth it, to be honest. It's just if you're healing, you just need to avoid getting hit. That's the real skill, really. While you're healing, run and stay running. If you need like instant health, that's where you should use like the health potions, which I don't have any of them on me because I only rarely use them for bosses. some of those ruined places you do get crops that are the detectors. 26 hides, 15 tails, so we should have killed about 15 crops in total then. And you always get a tail. Full health. I'll try to do, boy. One shot. Did I play some like my things? I see you. That's not the right sound effect. I think I have got one shot. Insta kill. That's the one. Insta kill. Not quite headshot, but I'm pretty sure I do have a headshot one there somewhere. I haven't used them in ages, as you can tell. This is a good island for grubs. Why are you running away? He's literally running away from me. Fuck it, run away from me. Ooh, you're about to do a big attack as well. We must be close now. I reckon we're on about 90. I don't think I did, but it looked like at the corner of your eye, like sometimes when you kind of see something but you don't see something out the corner of your eye is what that felt like. But I think it was just like something else that moved, or like I kind of seen moving it wasn't really anything. Where's my crockies? Crocodile, crocodile. There's a good chance we might have killed all the crocs on the island already. Have you already gone around in a circle or not? The start. I think we pretty much already have. We probably have already circled anything. Might get to another island. They normally find me before I find them. I always see it at the aggro and I'm like, and something. And I gotta work out then whether it's what I want or whether it's something else. But you can literally just play the game normally without having to normally aim at doing a lot of the challenges and such. But sometimes, like I'm doing now, I've like played the game normally and found that I'm still a little bit short of being able to like complete the challenge. Now, obviously, you could just wait until I agree with all of them. I just see something sparkling and go, "Ooh, pick that up," and then realize, "Oh no, actually no, there's loads of indigenous people there." I wonder where there's like indigenous people were, because like all these little areas have indigenous people. That's all those beef crops, I think. Pretty sure that's 2 of them there. No. So that's just 1. Cookie. I don't like it. I think that's the last. There's our camp over there, there's the campfire. So we'll just come around here because I don't think. Oh, there's a clock there. So I don't think we've done this area. 20 tails, that should mean we've done 20 crocs. I'll find it. Oh, there we go. Okay, how many have we got? A quick gander. Ooh, 8. Alright, we should have to do that to just get onto another island that I haven't been on yet. And obviously the respawn time is that long that even during this stream, none of the stuff on any of the islands yet should have respawned. It's normally within 2 to 3 hours-ish respawn time, so we've been on that island, Actually, we've been on that island. I don't think we've been on this island. Hopefully this one has normal crocs and not the enchanted ones. And I've got 21 shots, so it'll be still well doable and not have to go back for more iron. Try and attack. If I can get them both out to low health, that one just overlapped. Fired. Then I was hoping that I could just use 2 shots instead of 3 and use the sword to have taken them both out with the final hit, but I 1-shot one in the area, so it wasn't too bad. And it took 1 extra shot. I always like if I'm near something I can pick it up and may as well. I've got space. If you do it, if you can do some of it while you're wandering around, it just saves you having to do a specific run through it all the time. It just cuts it off very slightly, like not much, but a little bit. The fact that there was so many crops around here, I think this is being protected by the crops, so let's go double check to make sure there's no more around here. Lily was a crop there, like close. Normally I do literally sometimes go about other things that literally as I come across it that actually well was. You can tell this is an area I've been in because those things shine in and it's right next to one of those big bosses. Well, I say big bosses, but it's like one of those big light monsters. Great for taking down all these G's. I'm doing farming. But this is all sparkly effectively because he's destroyed all this stuff before, but because I didn't quite have enough inventory, I picked up everything I could, but obviously there are a few things that remain. In this game, for whatever reason, it doesn't despawn things after a long period of time. If it's killed and it's on the ground, it will stay there until you come back around. So that's kind of useful actually. Sometimes. You do get like some loot from this thing as well, so a little bit of time to get these down. Splash damage because that wasn't at me, it was more near me. This is the part that I'm confused because I'm not sure how he takes damage compared to like when he doesn't take damage. Oh, why, for what reason do you not like on this video? Realised I'm in the uncharted area. I'm not sure how I've been in. I've been keeping an eye on the count of the uncharted area. I need to make sure I don't stay in the uncharted area too long and die again. You need to try to notice. Maybe it's because the tree falls on him or something. He knocks a tree down and it falls on him, because these trees do cause him water damage. So far, weird. By now, he should have taken some damage. Come on, big boy, this way. Yeah, it must be, so I've just seen now that tree fell on it. It kind of like fell the wrong way. And spikes off the top as well. It feels like these are just randomly spawning. Uh-oh, because health slow. And I don't have any bandages. This is where Lou dies. I think aggroed. Aggroed. can't move back because there's a box behind me and he's running towards me. If I take one hit, I'm dead. I'm gonna pick up the wood. There's enough on the floor, so I got him to run over the same area several times. Anyway, like these woody parts here. And one swipe. But if you reckon count like popping wood is a shot. We don't need me then. We need the rest. Come back. Like actually it'll be respawned, so we won't be able to take the rest of the subs out, but I just don't want to die. I've got no meds. Yeah, as they are in this game, the bandages, but effectively meds. It's a warrior. Oh, it wasn't even a warrior, it was one of those beers. Not on the island, am I? Not on the island of Ireland. I wasn't far from the quick spawn though on the island, so I wasn't aware where it was. I was just trying to stay close to where it was because I know we're very close now to having all the crocs we need. Here, guy. There you get the enemy one-shotted. Come on, give me a couple more crocs. Like I'm so close, so close. No. Oh, actually, it's two. Love it. They are close away now. Like one or two away. One away. We're on 199. Come on, baby. One more croc to go. One more croc to go. Oh god, what are you guys? I've got 6 bullets, I'm not wasting them. I need to get my croc. It'll be one of those days where you're trying to find that one last one that's gonna be elusive. There's actually two. There's the challenge done. Legend of the Swamps. Okay, and we are pretty close, I think, to the quick spawn. Well, yeah, no fun the map. My orientation's like all over the place today. They don't normally come out of the good jungle. This is where I come across here in it. Got aggro straight away. Normal, you know, laws. I would say the other word, the S word, but I'm not sure if that's banned by TikTok or not. Okay, so we can go back to our base. We've got now another thing we can build. So the croc, which I'm going to place here. Oh, I'm going to place, my thinking is to build it here, but I'm not actually sure how big it is. Oh, and I was expecting it to be a trophy. But it's not a trophy. It's not fair. Oh, there's 2. Oh, nice. Bonuses in this category do not stack, which means I can build one of them, and I will only get the comfort bonuses from one of them. So I should rebuild it. This is a new, I can't decide where you're going to put it, but I don't know if it's like parties. Let's put it around here somewhere. Yeah, and there's another one as well, but we won't get. We'll only get like the 2 comfort bonuses. We won't get another one. At least we've got. We should now be on 34, yeah we are, so I think there's probably one more thing we could probably build. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling it's going to be 35 being maxed out on 34. So if you wonder what the actual comfort level does, effectively it just increases the amount of time that you have when you come away from your base for being in a rested state. And the rested state effectively is how fast regeneration your stamina comes back. So effectively you do want to have or be in a rested state so that you're not constantly having to fight against lack of stamina. So yeah, that's kind of really the main reason for like having the comfort level at all. But the higher you increase that comfort level, the longer that lasts. So our comfort level now, we can go away out of this area. And we'll see what it is, but it should be about 50 I think now, or 55 I'd say. 48. So probably when we get up to one more level it should go up to 50. So we have reached the end of the stream. We've completed quite a few challenges. I've still got a couple things that I haven't quite done yet. So the only thing I haven't done yet is this one, is the breath and coast, but this is a really low level thing. So it's, other than giving us these lovely resources that are going to give us like Spanish Caribbean building set, which is definitely worth doing, it's not going to give us anything significant in the sense of like much do as such, and it's low. It's a level 12, so that's not really low because our max level at the moment is 15, so it's not like low, but it's not high either. Considering we've just come from a level 15 area, it's lower than what we have been doing. It's probably some things can be one-shotted, I would say, in that area, but not everything. I'm not going to run another stream on it, but what I will do is not do any of it until we do restream Windrose. So I'm not too sure when Windrose developers are planning to release any more content, but as soon as I'm aware that they have, then we'll come in and do whatever content that is available. But from this point onwards now, from tomorrow onwards, we'll be doing GTA on a Friday and a Tuesday, and on a Wednesday we'll be doing 007. Now that's the current content we're going to do. I'm also over the weekend going to explore what content is in Dune Awakening. Now, we did obviously stop playing Dune Awakening because, well, effectively they took away the one thing I actually wanted them to actually do well in the game, and that's improve the PvP content. However, they decided to pretty much walk away from PvP altogether. So I walked away from the game. However, I walked away from the game because I obviously did all the current content in the game that was non-PvP content. So it really left nothing else to do in the game other than build bases, which I'd already built an epic base. Now I have packed that base and can unpack that base to go back into Dune Awakening, but I might explore to see what content they have built in there and see whether there is enough content to do. If there is, I will do some Dune Awakening streams as well, probably over the weekends. I want probably keep some content available for unscheduled streams, which would be sometime over the weekend. I can't say exactly when because obviously it's unscheduled, that's the whole point. However, yeah, there will be obviously the scheduled ones. Scheduled ones at the moment going forward are going to be GTA and 007. 007, I don't imagine that content lasting too long, although that's the one reason why I'm only doing it once a week, just because we'll probably run it, like I said, on a Wednesday like today. I'll probably extend it to 3-hour streams rather than the 2-hour streams that this one is today. And then from that point onwards, we'll have the 3 hours, which we'll do once a week. We'll see how fast we get through the 007 content. It is a really good game. I'm not sure it's as good as the GoldenEye that I've compared it to, but it's good. Certainly the storyline seems really cool, and to be fair, they've actually used some really new mechanics to gaming, and to really explain that, you're gonna have to see in the game, and I'll talk you through that as we get through that into that type of content, where you can see as to why it's different than most other games. That being mainly because it's really dynamic, and there are several paths you can choose, and every decision you make has a consequence to it. Now, you could say other games do that. They don't really at the level they've done in this game, and it's really hard to explain how they've managed that without just being in the game, and you can understand from what the game, how we play the game, to why it could be different for when you play it, because every decision you make has a slightly different outcome. So that being, like, you could do a sneak attack and it will cause something else to happen. And I don't mean talk about aggroing and, you know, causing all NPCs to start attacking you if you break silence mode, but it has other ways that you can sort of blag your way through enemy guards and various different other things, as well as being able to just do straight up sneak attack. So there's various different things, and obviously you have loud attacks as well, which is what I'm famous for, because generally Lou in most games is not a sneak person. However, one thing I do like about James Bond is there is like a way where you can just literally go up to people and start blagging and pretending you're someone else, etc. Very much like what James Bond does in the films. So that's pretty interesting, to be fair, and I do want to like see how that all plays out when you're actually playing the game properly. So far up to now, I've only got up to stages of where it's really the intro and it sets up the game, and where I've got up to is where Q gives you all your gear and stuff like that, and you've just been assigned to 007 kind of ID. So yeah, we are literally at the very start, and I haven't gone into the main part of that game yet. So really looking forward to actually getting into that, which we'll start this time next week. But as I said, when it comes to TikTok, that will be the only game I'll be streaming. So TikTok users, if you do want to see any of the other content which is in GTA on either the Tuesday or the Thursday, then please do join us on one of the other platforms. If you go to my page, on my TikTok page, you will have options there where you'll be able to see all the other social medias. And generally speaking, most of the other platforms, including X, Facebook I don't actually stream to anymore, just because it's really awkward to set that up. But YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all the other main ones, we do stream to that, and I will be streaming to those ones with GTA. It's literally only you guys on TikTok that I can't stream to because of how rigid or protective, however you want to say it, TikTok are in and around what you can stream and how you stream, etc. And because GTA is very controversial and goes into a lot of dark areas, as well as high violence and all the rest of the stuff, I just can't stream it on your platform. But thank you very much for joining us today. I appreciate everyone's time. Obviously, if you've got any questions and stuff, do feel free to put any comments below, and I will feedback even after any stream. And I do keep them on trial, etc. So thank you very much. Good night, and God bless. I will see you tomorrow in GTA for everyone else. Thank you very much. Good night.